One of the things that's getting harder and harder to find, no matter where you live, is houses with large lots. I'm willing to bet that you're not going to be able to guess this asking price on this house in Lampasas. I'll give you a walkthrough of this house, and I want you to give a determination in the comments of what you think you would pay for something like this. One of the hardest things in the market right now, regardless of what you're selling, whether it's a car, a house, you name it, is setting the price. Setting the price is hard right now. A lot of inflation, a lot of tariffs, a lot of economics and politics that goes into what you're gonna do and how much you're gonna sell of it. Ladies and gentlemen, right behind me is one of the few inventory model homes that exist in the entire city of Lampasas if you're looking to buy a new home. Obviously, what's been selling this area is your lot depth that exists. You've got a pretty good setback. About this time last year, most of this street was ready and available for purchase. And it looks like there's only about 2 homes left off this street. I would be really curious to see where they're getting the numbers at on this house for them to be at 377. I guess it's just the cost to construct out here is probably really inefficient, which usually seems to be the case. I mean, when it comes to developing real estate in uncharted waters, no matter who's building, there typically seems to be a little bit of a price premium whenever the market is just being broken into. And I guess a lot of it is exploratory because you really have no idea what some of the new product will sell for sometimes. Yeah, you can have comps, you can have other houses in the area that can kind of give you a roundabout value. But if you go into the new market here in Lampasas, you really don't have too many options, or at least from the minimal research that I've done, there does not seem to be a whole lot of new construction going on. And while given real estate cost, I'm sure this piece of land probably sits somewhere around the $15,000 to $20,000 range is just my guess of the raw land. Closet's not bad. I do really like the closet. I will have to say that as well. So I wonder if somebody has already lived here. This must have been a rental. I don't know why you'd have that bone stock, but. All the way over here, this is all your main living space. Don't know if I'm a fan of the whole open the door straight into living. In my opinion, I think the living room's probably the nicest part of this house. Tray ceilings are always nice. You've got a fan, you've got some canned lights. Feels a little bit more premium. And you've got pretty big window openings back here, lets in a lot of natural light. I do like that the AC unit is not right next to a primary bedroom window. That stuff is really annoying, especially in the colder months because the heat pumps are super loud. Sounds like a loud, shrill grinding whenever those things start up. And in addition to that, you've got a downward slope, which really isn't the end of the world, in my opinion, because if anything, you don't want a slope towards your foundation and towards your slab, because standing water is never a good thing. Take it for what it's worth. Again, this is a sub $400,000 product. It's a lot of money to spend. Right now, pricing anything in this current economy is difficult. I've seen it across the board. It's sometimes hard to give guidance on things that just really don't have any good economic data backing it, because in fact, I think over the last 5 years, it's been kind of hard to economically justify some of the purchases that people have been making. And I think the biggest premise is people don't want to feel like they're losing any value, any money, which is understandable. I mean, that's how you're supposed to be buying assets. Oh, wow. Whew, really bright. I know over the last couple of years, it's been kind of hard for people to justify what they're spending on assets. I spoke to somebody the other day on the phone, and he was saying, well, I don't like the new build houses because they're cookie cutter. Well, I've got a non-cookie cutter house right here. And unless you can afford a sub $400,000 mortgage, you may want to consider the cookie cutter home. I think a big thing that's holding people up from buying right now is, yeah, who doesn't want the perfect house? I can show you one literally off camera that I would want, but I'm willing to bet it's going to cost more than this house. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, that house right there. Really, really pretty house. I would want that, but if it were me, I would probably charge anywhere from 30 grand all the way up to 50 to 100,000, whatever somebody's willing to pay. And the reason that is, you got this nice view of this little draw that comes in here. And you get to see down into the city, and you get to see the actual hill country out there. So to me, that could be worth a lot of money, and people typically pay money when you've got something that is very hard to replicate. Here, it's nice, it's okay. And when I'm sitting on my back porch, yeah, I mean, I can relatively see the same stuff. However, in my direct view is houses, and well, in that view, not very many houses. Pretty clear shot, and odds are nobody's gonna build a house down there unless you want it to flood. A quick recap of what we did today. We visited the city of Lampasas to take a look at what a new inventory home looks like on the market in Q4 of 2025. I'm Joshua Allen with the Retro Realtor team, a New Braunfels company. This has been your walkthrough of a brand new inventory build in Lampasas, Texas.